Hello YouTube, it's Pizzscn here. Today I'm going to be doing an initial review of the Apple battery charger. I never did get around to doing an unboxing of the product, so I figured I'd go ahead and do an initial review instead. Here's the box. As you can see, here's the front. It shows you a nice picture of what the product looks like. On this side, it tells you everything it comes with. It comes with this adapter piece, and it comes with 6 batteries, as you can see. Hopefully, it's a better macro shot. Up here it tells you what it is. It's a battery charger in like 6 different languages. For some reason it happens to be smudged right there. I don't know why. Here it just shows you another picture of it. And here it shows the Apple logo. On the bottom shows you all your barcodes, which I happen to have peeled off because the sticker was very ratty and I didn't like it. That's really why I peeled it off. But you got your recycling certificate of European safety and recycle and everything else, as well as Apple's address down there. And then at the top it says battery charger. That's the box, plain and simple, very small as you can see. Let's go ahead and open it. So it just pops open. You're introduced with this little pull tab here that you pull out. And the battery charger rests inside. And there's a charger right there. Alright, and then in this box here I have 4 batteries, and there's only 2 in here right now. I don't want to mix the batteries. I'm currently in the process of recharging them. These are basically done, so that's why I figured I'd go ahead and do this initial review. So, anyway. Yeah, and already, even though I've only owned this for under a day, yeah, I've had this thing for under a day, there's already things that I like and don't like about it, so that's what I'm going to share with you. First of all, I would like to say, don't throw away this packaging. If you're someone who likes to throw away boxes, hold on to this box. It doubles as a battery holder. In fact, if you look, this pops open, boom, there you go, you can store some batteries in there, which is nice. And by the way, these batteries do come, they're wrapped like this, 2 packs of batteries, but they're wrapped up like that, so that's obviously a good thing. But again, you can use this to store batteries, and I'm not going to put any more in here because these have not yet been charged, at least by me yet. I want to, before I start storing batteries in here, I want to make sure they're all charged up. And I'm sure they do come charged from the factory. I did put some in this camera to test it out. Right now there's none in the camera actually because, well, you know, but yeah. Anyway. So, you get 6 batteries. Here are the other 2. These are fully charged, so I'm not going to stick those in there. So you get 6 batteries. You get 2 in the product itself, and then you get 2 more in the box. So that's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and put this away. Alright. Ooh, fell away. Fell down. Oops. Alright, so before I actually get into this, I want to talk price. This thing is it's alright. I think it's reasonably priced. Some people might think it's a little overpriced, but actually you are getting a pretty nice product here. This is actually going to run you $30 for the charger and the 6 batteries. So you cannot buy the charger by itself, or and you also can't buy the batteries individually. You have to buy the charger and the batteries together. So that is a bit of a problem for some people. They might want to just get some extra Apple batteries like this, but you're stuck with buying the charger, so it's but I mean, you get 6 batteries. That's more than enough batteries for, you know, a lot of people. And actually, they actually give you 6 batteries because what they're thinking is you keep 2 in the charger, all right. You keep 2 in your keyboard, okay, and you keep 2 in your mouse, which I actually think is a pretty neat little idea there. But yeah, and there's actually another reason why why this is a $30 package is because of the batteries themselves. These are not your average AA battery. First of all, let me show you the battery. As you can see, it's a very generic battery. It says rechargeable on it, minus, plus. There's basically no branding on it whatsoever. Size AA NIMH batteries, 1900 milliamps, 1.2 volts, HR6. Now this 1.2 volts, this has been causing a lot of people some issues. Apparently they're complaining these batteries don't last as long as they would like them to because of 1.2 volts. Actually, in a minute here I'll go get some more rechargeable batteries so we can compare the specs, but apparently you know, rechargeable batteries have a bit of a lower voltage than standard batteries. I'm not a battery person really, but either these batteries just have a low voltage or rechargeable batteries in general just have a lower voltage. I don't really know. But 1.2 volts in 6 hours, I think. I don't know what that means. Do not dispose of in fire or short circuit. Charge only with Apple's specified charger, made in Japan, which is a good thing. Japan is a good place for technology. It says here, recycle, don't throw it away, and recycle. This is a nickel, what is it, nickel metal hydride or something like that? I have no idea. I think that's what it is, actually, in US, Canada. And that's the battery. There's no branding whatsoever. Now, the reason why these batteries are, what makes these batteries so special and why it's so expensive, what makes them so special is that these batteries don't have as much of a vampire draw, I think is what it's called, vampire drainage, vampire stuff. Basically they don't drain very easily. If I leave these two batteries just sitting here, just like that, in a year from now, they'll still have 80% of their full charge, which is insane. Most batteries that you can buy do not have that, do not do that. There's just, they can't hold their charge that long. So that's actually a really impressive feature. And there's another battery that basically has the same thing. I believe it's a Sony battery, or not Sony, Sanyo battery. And people have been thinking that these might just be rebranded versions of their batteries. I'm thinking that's actually confirmed. I think Apple and I believe the company Sanyo, correct me if I'm wrong, actually made a deal with each other or something. So I think Sanyo makes the batteries for Apple, and Apple just brands them. Well, they don't really brand them for anything because there's absolutely zero branding on here whatsoever. It looks like some sort of run-of-the-mill rechargeable battery, but trust me, these are not run-of-the-mill. These are extremely nice batteries. But yeah. Anywho, I want to talk about the charger itself. So I've already mentioned the batteries. Again, like I said, there's several things I like about it and several things I don't like about it. One of the things I don't like about it is how it comes packaged with the batteries already installed. And the batteries that are installed are not wrapped in plastic. By the way, here's some of the battery plastic right there. They don't come wrapped in the plastic. So basically that means there's nothing to separate the terminals from the little contact points. So if you buy one of these, a few years from now, you might have a leaky, they might start leaking. Now, I don't know, again, I'm not too much of a battery expert. I don't know if NIMH can leak, NIMH batteries can leak, or nickel, I don't know, whatever you want to say it. I'm just going to say NIMH because it's simpler. I don't know if this can leak or not, but, still, I found that to be a bit of a concern, because if you're going to send something to someone, you want to, if you're going to store something long-term, take the batteries out, alright? And really, that also should go for selling things. If you're going to sell, like if you ever buy a flashlight from Walmart or something and it includes batteries, the batteries do not come installed in the flashlight. The batteries are separate from the flashlight. They're just, they're not in the flashlight. They do still come with it, but they're not in the flashlight. So, that's actually a very good idea for the flashlight companies to do that, because then there's no way they can leak. So I kind of wish Apple would do that with the charger, but again, I don't know if, these can leak. And actually, there is, let me show you this compartment again, that the extra 4 batteries came in. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, you get some documentation and warranty information, but there's actually plenty of space in here for 6 batteries. In fact, this thing will hold 6 batteries. I would show you, but I don't want to mix batteries, so it's always a good idea to make sure you don't mix batteries. I'm going to do that when they're all fully charged, but there is more than enough or actually there's just enough room in here for 6 batteries, so I kind of wish Apple would do that when they're shipping it. You can see in there's plenty of space for 6 batteries. Trust me. Anywho, let's go ahead and close it back. Actually, something interesting. I watched an old unboxing of one of these chargers, and the person who unboxed it did not have a latch right here. They had to cut tape. Interesting. I like that there's a latch, though, because then it'll stay shut. So that's always a good thing. But anyway, let's go ahead and put all that back. Alright, so I want to get into the charger now, finally. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's actually take these out. I'll set these off to the side a little for a second now. Alright, so here's the charger. As you can see right here, it shows you a diagram on how to put the batteries into the charger. On the right, that's the right side. There's nothing much really on the back. This is where your prongs are. On the left side, nothing. On the bottom, you get some basic information, battery charger, and all that, those logos and such. And on the top is your indicator light, which I'll show you in a minute. Now, the prongs here, if you own a Mac or an iPad or an older iPod, like an iPod, one of the older model iPods, this has the same feature that all the chargers do, that come with those products, and that it can be removed and replaced with either something for your appropriate country or with an extension cable. So that's a nice feature. Definitely glad that Apple did that. I actually really like that. So that's obviously a good feature. So you know, you can buy the worldwide adapter kit from Apple, and you know, if you're going to be like going somewhere across the country, you only need to bring this and that little kit with you, and you're set. So I do like that. Alright, now I wanted to show you this right here. See those little ball bearing looking things? This is one of the things I don't like about the charger at all, really. Now, this really isn't that big of an issue for charging the batteries, but in terms of packing, transporting, I don't like that method of holding the batteries. Because if you look, well, you know, let's get the ones. Actually, wait a minute, I can't remember which ones are which. I think that the ones I just set aside are the ones that are being charged. Yeah, they are. If you put them in, you know, this is the way it's secured. I mean, I could put those in, it doesn't matter, but I just want to make sure that I don't mix and match the batteries too much. But, as you can see, you know, it holds them in fine. You know, I'm shaking it pretty hard here, they're not coming out. But they're not in there too securely. I can shake them out if I, you know, shake really hard. Well, actually, I don't know. I mean, I have made them fall. They have fallen out on me once, only once, but you know, it just didn't seem very secure. All this is just a spring, you know, pushing up against battery, and as you can see, it's a very high polish. So I don't know. Yeah. Now, something I do like that Apple did with the positive terminals, if you notice, they're recessed. So that means if you put it in backwards, I thought this was kind of clever. If you put the battery in backwards, because it's recessed like that, you know, you do have contact with the positive terminal, but the negative terminal isn't touching anything except the plastic, which isn't going to do anything to the battery at all. So I do like that. I actually did install the batteries backwards yesterday while it was plugged in, and I'm like, holy crap. But then I remembered that, oh, that nice little feature there, so nothing happened. So that's obviously a good thing, that the batteries are, or that the chargers terminals are like that. So that's good. Alrighty, so I'm now going to take and plug this thing in, but I don't really want to have to move the camera around too much, so, and this is another reason why I like this feature here, I'm going to extend the reach of it, give it a nice little extension cord, just like so. I got this with my iPad USB power adapter that I got for Christmas, if you remember that. So I'm going to pop this in, pop that in. Alright, let's go ahead and charge this up. So I'm going to plug this into the wall, or into a power strip, and the light is going to turn orange. It should turn green in a minute, because whichever batteries these are, they are pretty much charged. So give us some time. As you can see though, while it's charging, the light does glow amber. So that indicates that the batteries are charging. Alright, and actually something else that I like about this battery charger is that if you were so inclined to, it will charge one battery at a time. As you can see there, that's fully charged, so I pop that back in. Let's see. Alright, this thing is confused. I'm sorry, battery charger. I have no idea what it's doing. But it will charge one battery at a time, which is a nice thing. Interesting. Actually, hold on. Does it charge through that one? Like, okay, I don't know. But it does charge one battery at a time, which is actually very unique compared to a lot of other battery chargers I have seen, where they will only charge 2 or 4 at a time. So, if you have a device that requires 3 batteries, you can charge 2 batteries and then just charge the 1 battery afterwards. So, man, that's actually a really, really neat feature. I do like that. So, awesome. Awesome little deal there. Let's go ahead and pop that back in. So, by the way, it does charge through that port. I just, for some reason, didn't come on. I would recommend if you want to charge one battery at a time, put it in this one, because it seems more reliable to put one in here as opposed to here. So, just something to take note of there. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and charge up this battery. And actually, it seems if you have one battery in here, it'll charge it up faster. And that's something else I want to get at, is that it seems to take a little long for the batteries to actually charge. It takes a long time. And what people on the Apple website have recommended in their reviews is that you wait for the green light to actually turn off before using the batteries. Now, the green light, after it does turn on, will turn off after 6 hours to conserve, energy. But you have to wait 6 hours after the dang green light turns on. 6 stinking hours. So think of it as when the green light turns on, they're about charged. You just gotta wait 6 more hours before they can be done. So, I don't know. I find that to be very interesting. Anyway. Yeah. Alright, so what I have here are actually some other batteries. These are some Energizer rechargeable batteries. Again, I want to compare the specs. So they're also made in Japan. Let's bring it up close. Oh my gosh, my left hand is still trembling. Alright,
Where does it say? Right here.
1.2 volts. So, yeah, the batteries are basically the same, but these just hold a charge hold 80% of their charge for a whole year, which is awesome. Of course, standing like that, in standby. Obviously, they will not power a device for a solid year. That's just impossible. That'd be crazy. But I want to also show you that this will charge these kinds of batteries. It looks like you have to have one or both of them in at a time. This green light, yeah, because the light turned on there, because it'll only charge up 2 of these at a time, so something to keep in mind there. Let's try the other side when it turns green. Interesting. Alright. I don't know. I'm confused. Yeah. Now I just feel like I have to charge both of them up equally, and then I can continue on with the review. This is definitely interesting. Alrighty, there we go. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put these back in, and we'll conclude this sort of initial review. Like so. So, again, I'm going to go ahead and unplug this. I'm going to pop the included piece on, so that way it's nice and small. So I do like the fact, again, that it has this removable piece here, so that you can extend the length, should you want to do that, which I don't really know of a particular use for that, but I guess if, well, actually, if you need to plug this into a wall plug that doesn't have enough space for it, for this to fit into. Now this will plug in upside down, like a nightlight. Alright, you can plug it in upside down or, like that. But if there's just no way this will plug in, you can use little extension cord here, which should be able to plug into just about any space. So that is obviously a good feature. So that is, I guess it's useful for that, but you do need to have an extension cord, which, you might be able to buy these separate from Apple, but the best place I know to get them is to get them in an Apple iPad USB power adapter, but I don't know. Check out your local Apple store or Best Buy. Maybe you can find something like this there if you're interested in having this extension cord. So anyway, yeah. And plus another nice bonus about the extension cord is that it has a ground plug, which is obviously a nice safety bonus. So yeah, it helps prevent like accidental power surges or something like that. So anyway, what I can conclude with this charger, while I do like it, it does look nice. Again, I don't really like how the batteries are held in place, and it does seem to take a little bit of a long time to charge. And as you can see, it's a little bit of a confusing thing there. I don't know, it just seems a little bit confusing, but it is indeed the most energy efficient charger out there. If you'd like more information on the charger, you can look at Apple's website. They have a section on it, so I'd recommend you check there if you want more information on how this thing works and how the batteries work and such. So check that out if you want to. I might do a full review, sort of revise this review. Hopefully it will not be so long. Again, this is just an initial review, so I want to get as much information in here as I can. But I might do sort of a full review where, you know, it's probably going to be shorter because I've already done this video. But hopefully we'll see. It seems that I cannot make short videos. It just does not seem like these short video people don't want me to do that. So anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Adios.